Ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America is at the brink of war with Iran. We have never been closer to war than we are right now. It's an incredibly serious situation. I'm going to break it all down for you. There's a lot to go through here. We have had major developments. I'm filming this on June 12th, Thursday, June 12th. We've had major developments since late Wednesday afternoon, early Wednesday night, when all hell has since broken loose. It's absolute chaos. It is a situation I didn't think we'd be in, but here we are. So it looks like war is imminent, and we all better buckle up because this is going to get absolutely crazy. Before we get into it, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment with your thoughts about a potential war with Iran below. Make sure to hit that bell so you never miss a video. Now, let's get into it. As we all know, the Trump administration has been attempting to reach a peaceful diplomatic solution to the problem of Iran enriching uranium, trying to get nuclear weapons, or allegedly, I should say, trying to get those. And that process has been ongoing, but it seems like it has faltered significantly in the past several days. This then exploded, no pun intended, on Wednesday when reports emerged that the United States was evacuating different embassies of non-essential personnel, families, and then the diplomats in Iraq were all going to leave as well. This is generally a sign that something huge is coming. And then word broke that the Israelis were going to go in and strike the Iranian regime, strike their facilities, and kick off a huge conflict in the Middle East. This sent people scrambling. The Israelis started moving air defense system around. The Iranians started scrambling their stuff. The United States, there were reports we're putting planes in the air, refuelers, cargo planes, things of that nature. So we do have some stuff about exactly what is happening. I'm going to pull it up here, put it on the screen. I'll throw it up on the screen for you right now. It says Israel is considering taking military action against Iran, most likely without U.S. support in the coming days. Even as President Donald Trump is in advanced discussions with Tehran about a diplomatic deal to curtail its nuclear program, according to 5 people with knowledge of the situation. Israel has become more serious about a unilateral strike on Iran as negotiations between the United States and Iran appear closer to a preliminary or framework agreement that includes provisions about uranium enrichment that Israel views as unacceptable. One major concern, and this is the part all Americans should be worried about, one major concern is Iran retaliating against U.S. personnel or assets in the region for any action. Israel, which relies on intelligence or other direct and logistical assistance from the United States, may be in a position to take unilateral action against Tehran, the source familiar said. The source familiar and officials were not aware of any planned U.S. involvement in the possible strike. The United States could support with aerial refueling or intelligence sharing rather than kinetic support, but the sources and officials were not aware of plans of that at this point. So then it goes down a little further So this is why they think Israel is going to start this conflict. Another possible factor, Iran is rebuilding strategic air defenses, and manned strikes will soon be exponentially more dangerous for Israeli pilots. In October, Israel damaged nearly every one of Iran's strategic air defense systems, mainly the S-300, which is Russian-produced. But much of the damage was to the radars or to other parts that can be rebuilt. It's possible Iran's window for manned strikes without being threatened by Iran's coordinated strategic air defenses is closing. So that is pretty much the baseline of what's happening. Israel is preparing to carry out a massive military strike against Iran. The involvement of the U.S. reportedly is that, well, we don't really know what the U.S. is going to do, but let's get into that right now because I can tell you what's going to happen. When Israel carries out this attack, it is guaranteed that Iran will retaliate. There is absolutely no scenario that unfolds that we do not see Iran retaliate against Israel and likely U.S. bases across the region. At that point, the U.S. will be dragged into this conflict. That's just the simple truth of the matter. We can pretend that's not the truth. We can spin different narratives about what might happen. But the fact of the matter is this. When Israel strikes, Iran will retaliate. That will drag the United States in, and then what will have started as an Israeli war against Iran will quickly be an America war against Iran as well. There's absolutely no way the U.S. does not get involved. Zero. Let me make that as clear as possible. There is zero chance that Israel strikes Iran and the United States does not come to back Israel up in the event of Iran's retaliatory strike, which again will happen. Sagar and Jetty of Breaking Points, I saw him make a great point on Twitter. He said the only way to guarantee this doesn't happen is to tell Israel that we will not defend them in the event of an Iranian counterstrike, and then they wouldn't do it. Because remember, the previous 2 times Iran attacked Israel, who shot down all the missiles? The United States of America did. Now, there was a lot of narratives out there about the Israeli air defense systems holding all that. Then it was later revealed that the United States sent a bunch of planes up, used all of our technology to bring down those ballistic missiles and drones. So again, you don't have to like this information. You might disagree with it, but the facts are the facts. So Israel's going to bomb Iran. Iran will then bomb Israel in return. And then the United States will come in to back up Israel. And then what happens next? Think about how many bases we have around the region, which is why Iran, all of which are, by the way, within striking distance of Iran's missiles. Again, that's just a fact. Don't have to like it, don't have to love it, 100% true. So all of our bases are in range of Iranian missiles, which puts everyone there in great danger. That's why they're evacuating non-essential personnel. That's why they're getting the people out of Iraq. That's why they're getting the families out of the region, because they don't want them to be hit in a retaliatory strike. It's absolutely terrifying that we're now at the brink of war. I didn't think we'd get here. I thought Trump would be able to control the situation, apply pressure where pressure needed to be applied, and not, I don't want to say take a step back, if you will, but not allow anyone else to take the lead. There is, again, when Israel goes, when they send their planes into Iranian airspace to carry out this strike, inevitably, the United States will get involved. And is anyone willing to sit here and tell us how another massive conflict in the Middle East benefits the United States of America? The president's stance is we want a diplomatic solution. We want a peaceful solution to the chaos and carnage. We don't want war with Iran. The president could not be more crystal clear about that. And yet, we're about to get the war anyways. Not by our choosing, I would add. So this is a very troubling time. We are on the brink of war once again in the Middle East. And the question everyone should be asking is, how does this end and how is this good for us? And the honest truth is, I do not know the answer. I do not know the answer right now. And it is a little frustrating. It's frustrating for sure. More American lives will be put in the way of harm. More American blood and treasure, our equipment, will be put in the way of harm. And this is not what the policy of the United States is. So everyone should be out there asking, why are we going to allow this to happen? And where do we go from here? And if we can't figure out the answers to those questions, maybe we shouldn't do it. But right now, these bombs could start falling at any time. Literally any time. So I will keep you all updated. Make sure to let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. And let's all pray this situation does not erupt into something we cannot come back from. I will keep you updated with whatever comes down the pipeline next.